What's going on? How y'all doing? So Snoop Dogg said something interesting. He said rappers can't get old. He says, why can't rappers get old like rock stars and R&B singers and stuff? Because hip-hop is a youth-driven culture. He should know that. Words and lingo. It's like a comedian. There's always an audience for said comedians. And while a lot of us grew up and thought Richard Pryor was the GOAT, and Eddie Murphy came along and crossed over and blew up, then you fast forward to now, people talk about Chappelle, Kevin Hart, some talk about Cat Williams. It depends on what you're talking about. Lenny Bruce to Robin Williams and onward. Bottom line is, it ages, those lines and those things are like mainly like, and there are art. Comedians, if you're great, you're great. However, if you talk to a certain person of a certain age, a certain time, they're going to reflect on what they reflect on within their era. They're not going to reflect on what happened necessarily bygone era. And that's the same thing with hip hop, the lingo and so on and so forth. Yes, they're part of the pop culture landscape. And I would say this, as product pitchmen, endorsements, they age gracefully as well, or even better than most rock pop stars, because Snoop is a product pitchman, for crying out loud. He's everywhere. His voice, just his voice alone and his presence. However, does that mean that people want to necessarily pay in 2021, 2022 for what they like better in 1991, 1992 with Snoop? That lies the situation 30 years later. And ask yourself, does it come across like the musicianship is respected? I'm going to say this. I can think of a lot of MCs that are great talents. But compared to me going to see an R&B show with someone that was singing, do I think that rappers should be able to perform as long as they want? Yeah. Do I think they will put on a quality show to say that matches what a Frankie Beverly and Maze would? No. Stop kidding yourself. And because, again, a lot of that reflects the time and the period and everything like that and what was happening. And some of that stuff does not age well. That's the problem. The reason why musicians, singers can prolong a long career with that is because they're tied to a particular song which was hit. But the lingo and what was happening. And it's hard to sell somebody coming along now on an older rapper compared to someone like what Drake's doing. They're going to bring up stats. And that's how they're going to look at you. And it's a revolving door. And it's always treated, hip-hop has always been treated like fast food. So there's some who have actually made a course meal out of it, but a lot haven't. But anyway, give me your thoughts and takes. Snoop Dogg saying that rappers should be able to perform as long as rock stars, etc. What do you think? Please hit the like, the subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. And it all depends on how you look at it, but it's the audience is the audience going to do that? I'm out.